Hey everybody, good to see you. Today we're going to read the book Butterflies for Kiri. And this book is by Cathryn Falwell. This is all about origami. Kiri loved to draw and paint and make things. On Kiri's birthday, Aunt Lou sent a special gift. It had a purple paper butterfly perched on the top. Inside was a package of colored paper squares and a book called Origami, the Art of Paper Folding. The book showed how to fold the papers into wonderful things. There was a turtle, a boat, a bird, and a butterfly, just like the one Annie Lou had made for Kiri's package. Kiri gently slid the beautiful papers from the package. She spread them out like a rainbow. Purples, pinks, blues, greens, yellows, oranges, and reds. Kiri ran her fingers softly over the papers. They were as thin as butterfly wings. Kiri opened the origami book and looked at the drawings inside. The book had diagrams that showed how to do each step. There were fold arrows and unfold arrows. There were valley fold lines that folded forward, and mountain fold lines that folded backward. Fold crisply, the book said, crease sharply. Kiri looked at Annie Lou's butterfly. It had crisp folds, just like the ones in the book. Kiri studied the diagrams. There were 15 steps to make a butterfly. Kiri chose a sheet of bright purple paper that matched Annie Lou's butterfly. Then she looked at the first diagram and carefully folded her paper the same way, corner to corner with a crisp, neat crease. Kiri looked at the next step and folded her paper in half again. For the next step, all the corners had to meet in the center. Kiri folded her paper, but the corners didn't match up. She tried again, but it was hard to get the folds just right, and the old creases still showed. Kiri tried the next step, but the thin purple paper tore a little along an old crease line. Her beautiful paper! A tear ran down her cheek. Wiping her eyes, Kiri tried the next fold. The paper tore again. It's ruined! Kiri cried. She wanted to start over, but she was afraid of tearing another sheet. Sadly, she gathered up the rest of her papers and slid them safely back into the package. I think we've all been there where we've ruined something and honestly needed a break from hopefully not ruining it again. So hopefully she's taking a break and she's going to get back to it. Let's see. The next day, Kiri carefully slid the origami papers from the package and spread them out like a rainbow. Purples, pinks, blues, greens, yellows, oranges, and reds. The colors danced before her eyes. Kiri wanted to try folding a butterfly again, but she didn't want to ruin another sheet of the beautiful paper. She took a piece of notebook paper and cut it into a square. Then very carefully, Kiri followed the steps in the origami book. This time she got to do the 9th step before the paper tore. Sometimes it takes a little perseverance, and it eventually goes your way. Some days after school, Kiri made chalk drawings. Other days, she painted. Or made things with clay. And every day she practiced making origami butterflies. One Saturday morning, Kiri went to the park to play. It was a perfect spring day. She went high on a swing and saw the bright blue sky and new green grass. Pink petals from the trees blew gently in the breeze. Kiri skipped by the bright red and purple tulips shining up from the garden on her way home. A yellow butterfly fluttered around the flowers. The colors danced before Kiri's eyes. She couldn't wait to get home to make a picture. Quickly, Kiri got out her watercolor paint, a brush, a jar of water, and a big sheet of paper. She dipped the brush into the water and then into the blue paint. With long strokes, she painted the bright sky. She rinsed her brush and dipped it into the green paint. Slowly and carefully, Kiri painted the spring grass. Look how great she's doing. Such a beautiful painting. Kiri rinsed her brush again, and this time she chose the red of the tulips. But as soon as her brush touched the grass, the red paint leaked into the wet green and made a muddy puddle. Kiri tried to scrub away the spot, but the paper got soggy and it began to shred. "It's terrible!" Kiri cried. Mama came into the kitchen. "I see the spring from the park," Mama said. "What a nice picture." "No, it's ruined," Kiri sobbed. Kiri ran to her room. She was about to fling herself onto her bed when she saw the package of origami papers. Carefully, she spread out the colors like rainbow. Purple, pinks, blues, greens, yellows, oranges, and reds. There was the bright red of the tulip she had actually tried to paint. Kiri took her scissors and cut a shape from the corner of the red paper. And then she took everything to the kitchen. I wonder what she's going to do. Maybe she has a fix for her spot on her paper. Let's see. The red paper tulip looked perfect on her painting. Kiri smiled and glued the shape over the muddy spot. Scraps of purple, pink, blue, green, orange, and red floated onto the table as Kiri cut more and more shapes to add to her picture. The colors began to dance. Kiri looked over her colored papers again and chose a bright yellow square. She took a deep breath and folded it. Into a beautiful butterfly. Looks beautiful on her paper. I love it. I love her final paper. It looks really pretty. This is how to make an origami butterfly. I'm going to keep it on the page so maybe you can take a look and maybe get some of those steps yourself. You can always pause this to see if you can make a origami butterfly. Perfect. I hope you have a great day, everybody, and I look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. Keep reading and take care. Bye.